Hi, my name is Carmen Del Guercio, President and CEO of the Maryland Food Bank. I'm joined today by Meg Kimmel, Executive Vice President of External Affairs and Programs, and Jessica Corcelius, our Director of Partner Services. We want to spend some time today talking to you a little bit about the things we're doing here at the Maryland Food Bank in response to the COVID virus. But before I turn the floor over to Meg, I also want to say one thing. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Last year was our 40th anniversary, and we talked at length about the kind of network that we've been able to develop across our state. Statewide network of partners who are distributing food in their communities each and every day, over 100,000 meals each and every day, serving the needs of that community. We'll be calling on that network even more in the months to come as we try to address this COVID virus. And the network that we've developed because of your help is going to allow us to have a significant impact in those communities. So again, I want to say thank you very much for getting us to where we are today. And I want to turn the floor over to Meg. Thank you. One more thing. I know I just asked Meg to take the podium, but I just want to take one more moment as I'm thinking about this. Is obviously our world's all changed at the beginning of March. We're all dealing with a new environment. We're all dealing with ways that we can react to this. We're all dealing with challenges at home as well as at work. We as an organization acted immediately. We dropped everything else as an organization that we've been doing to try to focus on how do we respond to this COVID-19 crisis in a way that allows us to be there for the communities that we need going forward. And I'm hopeful that as you listen to what Jessica and Meg talk about here today, you'll get a good sense of how we reacted quickly to this unprecedented need. Thank you.
Hi everyone, thank you Carmen. You're all very well aware that the world has changed in the last couple of weeks, and that holds very true for both for the work that we're doing here at the Maryland Food Bank and for the people who rely on us for help. So we wanted to spend a little bit of time today to open the window, so to speak, and let you hear directly from us about the work that we're doing. First and foremost, over the last 10 days, I would say our primary focus has been to work really closely with our network of 1,150 program sites across the state to gain an understanding of who's open, who's operational, who's open part-time but not full-time, and where those locations are across statewide. So within the Central Maryland corridor, we're looking at today, we have a nice result from our outreach. We're looking at about 65% of our community-based food assistance programs are still open and still functioning. On the Eastern Shore and in Western Maryland, that number goes up to about 90%. And this is great news. Why? Because our ability to have the biggest impact and to provide the most targeted services comes when we work in partnership with those community organizations who know their communities, they know who needs help, and they know how to deliver it safely. I'm going to pass it over a little bit to Jessica, who's going to talk about the careful work that we're doing with our partners to make sure that food assistance programming is taking place and is taking place safely.
Thank you, Meg. Right now we're working with our network partners on an individual basis and encouraging them to remain open during this time. We know this is challenging for them. We're asking a lot of our partners right now. We'd like them to follow all CDC recommendations. We're asking them to change their distribution model to allow space for their clients for social distancing, to pre-bag their items and limit the amount of time that their clients are with them in their space. We know we're asking a lot. And so the Maryland Food Bank is here to provide the services that they need in order to stay operational. We're fortunate during this time to partner with agencies across the state to provide unified language and messaging to our network partners to encourage them to stay open, to understand that they are essential and that we need them and that their clients need them throughout the state. In addition to this, we're changing our internal programs around so we can offer short-term and temporary partnership, provide produce distributions throughout the state on a daily basis. We want to still target all of our children in need, even though they have less access to foods through their schools. We want to remain operational for our seniors, our clients, and for those who are food insecure for the first time.
So let me talk a little bit about how we're going to get the food to do all this work. In normal times, 75% of the food we distribute is donated to us by retailers all across the state. But these aren't normal times. And if anybody's been to a supermarket in the last week or two, have realized what shelves look like, that our donated food stream has totally bottomed out. It's requiring us to buy more food than ever, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're buying as much food as we possibly can to stock our shelves as well as stock the shelves of our partners so they can respond to the need in their communities. The price of food is going up, and despite the tremendous buying power that we have as an organization, there's no doubt that the cost of food today has increased versus what it's been over the last several months. But we are fully committed, regardless of that price increase, to provide as much food and as much nutritious food as we possibly can to communities in need. And we're going to be relying on you to help us do that work. But now I want to turn the floor over to Meg to talk a little about how we're going to leverage partnerships to help us in this cause.
Thanks, Carmen. Let me talk for a minute about the partnerships that we're standing up in response to this COVID crisis. We're really working both with public entities like the state of Maryland, city of Baltimore, counties, as well as with private entities like foundations and corporations and individuals. Good news to report, of course, this will come as no surprise, there's been an outpouring of financial support for the work of the Maryland Food Bank. Over the last 10 business days or so, we've raised just about $1.5 million, just north of that, in private contributions. So we're really pleased with that. Many of you here today have stepped in or stepped up to that work, and so thanks specifically to you for that, and we're very grateful. We're going to need you by our side as we enter into this next phase of work. We're looking at, as Carmen mentioned, we're looking at a 90-day window, working hard to put together cost estimates, program plans, and expense ratios for all the work that we're doing. The number that we're looking at over the next 90 days, it's a big one. So buckle your seatbelts. It's $12 million over the next 90 days to allow the Maryland Food Bank to be fully engaged in providing the best programmatic support, food assistance, to food pantries, to kids out of school, to seniors, to people that were food insecure before COVID, and to that much larger number of people who are food insecure now. So this, as you know, we all see the evening news. Jobless rates have just been announced, and the numbers are not good. So this is truly a public health crisis that will become an economic crisis that will have a very long tail. So to make you feel a little bit better, I want to reassure you that there are great people, both at the state and county level and city level, nonprofits. There's so much collaboration. There's so many people working together. There's so much talent around the table every day working on providing solutions to this unimaginable situation. So I hope you feel reassured by that. And we here at the Maryland Food Bank will continue to leverage our expertise, our talent, our data, our staff, our knowledge, our network to bring the most effective solutions that we can to this new challenge. And we are up for it, and we're ready to go. We're going to rely on you to help make that possible. Jessica is going to give us a little bit of information about working here at the Maryland Food Bank today.
I'm really fortunate to work here at the Maryland Food Bank. I've never worked with a more passionate team. Every day, the team members here at the Maryland Food Bank wake up to service our vulnerable populations, to be there to support our network partners in the work that they do. Every day we come in and you hear stories about the impact that our employees have on the surrounding state. We call it impact here at the Maryland Food Bank, and I see it every day. I know that it's challenging to come into work and to be able to provide and give and continue to give, but they do it. They do it all while balancing the work at home and here, providing safety at their house and providing security for our network partners here at the Maryland Food Bank. Please join us in this work. Join the Maryland Food Bank and the team and stay strong during this time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jessica. I really could not have said that better myself. We are all hands on deck here at the Maryland Food Bank. We get right to the bottom line. We're going to need over $12 million to respond to this need over the next 90 days. That's our first need. We're also going to need some additional help in addition to that, and I'm going to let Meg speak to that for a moment.
Thanks, Carmen. Just a quick bit of information about volunteers. So all the work that we do is so critical that we have volunteer support. And obviously, as you might imagine, that's been challenging of late. We are open for volunteers. We have folks in our warehouse right now packing food boxes. The outpouring of support has been amazing. We need you. We need more. So if you are between the ages of 13 and 60, and are interested in volunteering, or you know someone who might be, or you have access to a group of friends, family, a professional group, please visit our website, mdfoodbank.org/volunteer, to find out how you can help today.
If you have any recommendations on how we can better service our clients and how we can continue to service statewide, please email me at networkrelations@mdfoodbank.org. Again, that's networkrelations@mdfoodbank.org. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Meg and Jessica. As a financial supporter of the food bank over the years, I'm going to need your help to manage through this crisis for the next 90 days. If you've given to us already, I want to say thank you. I appreciate that, and we're likely going to be coming back to you for additional help as we move forward. If you haven't given yet, please give generously, because we will need all the help we can get to manage this process. If you need any help through this, if you need any assistance or guidance or ideas about ways you can help us raise some dollars, please don't hesitate to reach out to me directly, Carmen, C-A-R-M-E-N, at mdfoodbank.org. We will need all the help we can get to manage through this crisis over the next 90 days. You have been a tremendous supporter of this organization over the years, and I know I can count on you to help us as we try to be there for people in need in the coming weeks and months. Again, I want to say thank you on behalf of the Maryland Food Bank for all you've done for our organization. We are truly grateful to your support, and we look forward to providing you regular updates like this going forward. Thank you very much.